Today on Lady Tradie, my goal is to repair this wonderful hole that I have accidentally put in my garage wall. So, as you can see, it is a decent size hole. It goes all the way through the plaster. It is enough that I can't just fill it, I need to repair it. So today, that's what I am going to show you how to do. Now, to repair holes in the wall, there are three main things that we need. All can be picked up at any local hardware store. So the first is some patch repair that this adheres to plasterboard, some sanding paper, not too coarse, and you can buy pre-prepared plaster in tubs. Or if it's a smaller hole like this and you already have some, you can use your multi-purpose filler, which I have shown you how to use before. But when it's a full hole, this really is the key. Inside you get a piece of material like this, and what it is, it's got a little thin piece of flexible metal and this mesh that holds it on, so it's like that, and it's actually sticky on the back, so it will stick to the wall. Now obviously this is much larger than the hole. You can see the hole in the center of that there. You could do this if you wanted to. You'd end up with, having to cover this entire area with plaster, which is not ideal. You can buy smaller patches, so the same product, but in larger patches and smaller ones. Obviously, you could just purchase one that is the correct size. I actually intentionally purchased one that is this size. This is about the medium range, because then I can use it multiple times. So this metal actually peels off from the adhesive and that mesh. So I actually just cut it with kitchen scissors, and then I can use it numerous times. So I find that more cost effective. Obviously, you do what you want, but for me, I've done this multiple times on different houses and it always works out great. Spread the fill in multiple directions in order for it to really get into all those little squares of mesh. You can see that I have fanned out that filler. That just makes it easier to hide, so it's not just like a big round or a big square patch at the end. I probably could have done a better job at smoothing that out a little bit. But I just wanted to do it this way just to show you that, it's pretty straightforward, it's pretty easy. I will be sanding it afterwards, so that will all get smoothed out. Usually what I end up doing is giving it a sand to smooth it. Often I sand it right back and then I have another go with the fill. The reason I do it twice is because, as you can see here, you can still see some of the squares from the mesh coming through. So what is really good about doing it two times is this first coat will fill all those little square holes, sand it down so it's smooth, and then the second time that I do it, I'm focusing on just having a nice, smooth, consistent finish over the top. So 2 times works well when I do it. It just means that I will leave this overnight now, and I will come back tomorrow night and have a second go. Flatten it out and see how it looks. one more quick sand on this and we should be done. It should be nice and smooth, like nothing ever happened. I choose to use a white plaster or filler because that way it matches the white walls really well, and then I don't have to fuss around doing numerous coats of paint. Now obviously if your walls are painted, you will paint them the correct colour. You probably need to do 2 coats of paint. With this one, white on white already, I will paint it. I just probably will get away with just doing the 1 coat, especially because it's in a garage anyway. If you're painting on colour or grey walls, don't just paint a big circle and an obvious patch right over the top of that. Do what we did with the plaster itself and fan it out a little bit and blend it in with the rest of the wall. Fresh paint hasn't faded or been exposed to dust or the elements or anything yet, so it probably will stand out if you just do a little tiny patch. Whereas if you fan it out and blend it, you should have a patch like nothing ever happened.